A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now it's Ronaldinho. Pelé. Thiago played with finesse. Eder Militao cuts out the pass. Gabriel cuts it out. Matheus Cunha. Linton. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for options for movement. Thiago tries to play it through. That has not gone well. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Oh, perfectly measured that. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Puyol concedes a free kick for that. Linton. And it's Casemiro. Look at the space here. Good read, needed to be.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And here's Yamal. Eder Militao.
Brazil definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Now it's Pelé. Couldn't squeeze it through. Vermi looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And he's got away from it. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Linton. Pelé. And it's Casemiro. He's beaten the last man. It's Pelé! Superb from Pelé! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Fermin. Iniesta. Casemiro wins the duel this time. No way through. Turns back here, probably the best option. Linton. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, what a mistake! He has found the way through. Ferran Torres had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
And he shoots! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Spain certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Great vision, and he was quick to react. Now it's Pelé. He might be in here. Iniesta can see things others simply cannot. Pelé. He's had it taken off him. And this is Ronaldinho. And the finish! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible.
That's it, 45 minutes up.
Inspiring.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So off we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to...
Can he finish? Goal! Spain! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And it's Casemiro. Now it's Pelé. Oh, super ball. Ronaldinho! Goal! That was easy, almost too easy.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Linton. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Fermin going face-to-face with his great rival. Matheus Cunha. Albert. Pelé. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Great chance! And another try! And there's his goal! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Spain, Ferran Torres! And he makes no mistake. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it...
He's in one-on-one. Oh, just... And a chance! Goal! Spain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Shot a goal! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Lamine Yamal very much knows he had to stick that away. You're not going to get many better chances.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Casemiro. Here's Matheus Cunha. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Matheus Cunha. Fermin. Thiago is the team's great visionary. And here's Yamal. He's found a way through. Crosses it in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at it. Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Spread out to the left. Now, what about a counter-attack? And this is Pele.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's managed to get free. Roberto Carlos scooting forward. Ronaldinho finds himself offside. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, can he get onto this? And once more he proves rigid and robust. Looking to play him in. Casemiro gets across to intercept that. Looking for the run. Pressing high and with purpose. Pele. Matheus Cunha. Pele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And the shot! And that's a tidy finish. And right near the end, we have parity. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So we have movement on both benches. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
And here's Yamal. Oh, he's burst, shoots! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Ferran Torres certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
He might have to go it alone here. Serginho gets a good foot in there. Iniesta. Strong running down that left flank. Nice bit of trickery. Nice physical challenge. Ferran Torres has the space to scheme.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Sai para a entrada do jogador.
Now it's Yamal.
Camisa 5.
That has been
Teremos uma
cut short.
substituição.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Ederson. Lino has it in a wide position. Plays it in low. Iniesta. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time, so we are still gridlocked.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 9.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still.
Camisa 23.
Spain conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? And here's Endrick. Serginho.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Gabriel does really well there, strong defending. Now it's Endrick. Ederson. Serginho finding himself in space. Impressive jump! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Carvajal, and it's Thiago. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now that looks a decent ball. Lino. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Knocks it into space. He's on it, can he get away? Iniesta. And Balde. Triol. Raul. Ederson does really well there, he is strong. Thiago, nice looking ball. He's in a great position here. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught napping! No messing about. And it is half-time in extra time. Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short.
Substituição.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Ah, that's a fine interception. Roberto Carlos is there, and he can get that clear. And the shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Ederson, that's destined for the flank. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Serginho. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Pedri, expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
So there you have it, penalties. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
So after 2 long, inconclusive hours, here we go. It's penalties. I think we're just about ready. João Pedro to go first. And no mistake.
That's the example they will want to follow.
Fernando Torres is the next to run the gauntlet.
Yeah, good pen that.
He had to, and he did. Endrick, second to go.
Credit to him. You really need courage to do that in these circumstances as well.
So on to the second man.
Pick your spot, Don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Roberto Carlos is third in line. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, I think the keeper did very well to stay upright until the very end.
Big character, big moment, big save. Maicon is the fourth man to step forward for them. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. That is how you answer the call.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Oh, you're not going to save that.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
This to stay in it. Saved! And that will be that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Spain really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.